Hey Josh, right back here.
How's it going?
Nice to see you. Glad you're healthy enough to be out there.
Yeah, it's real nice to be back. It was a long road, but excited to be back and be a part of the team again.
We're going to talk a lot of hockey moving forward, but a few questions talking to you for the first time here today. When everything happened before, obviously it was a decision that you had to make. Can you take us through how hard that decision was to make and your feelings on the reaction that happened at the time?
Yeah, I think, there's obviously both sides of the spectrum. It can go either way, and, I don't disrespect anybody's decision. Obviously, it's personal decisions for everybody, and, that was just a personal decision that my family and I thought was best for, all of us and going forward. But, like I said, I'm here to play hockey, and if there's any more hockey questions, I'd be happy to ask them.
Just one more on that. You obviously went through a lot, and with your own health, you went through a lot. In retrospect, would you do anything different than the way you did it, or do you feel okay with the way things were handled and where you're at in this moment?
Yeah, I think our medical team, everybody did what we thought was best and, under the circumstances. And, for myself, I honestly wouldn't change a thing. Obviously, it was a real turn of events when, I went home and wasn't being able to be here with everybody. But at the same time, it was my decision and I'm going to live with it and I respect it and I hope everybody else can respect it too.
Hi, Josh, over here. Can you sort of take us through your recovery process and how you got from where you were before through the heart issue to where you are now and what that was like?
It was kind of a refresher. You went home. I got to be a dad and be a husband and be with my family. And, when I got the good news that I could start working out again and, I was healthy and everything, it was just, kind of getting back into the swing of things, slowly start working out and, skating and getting back at it. And then when I got to a point where they wanted me back here and, contributing, that's when I got back here as soon as possible to try to get back on the ice as soon as possible.
Did you, I'm not sure, I don't know much about myocarditis or whatever. At the time, did you know that it was a temporary thing, or was there some concern that maybe that might be something that sticks with you forever?
I think on the medical side of things, I think it's different for everybody, and everybody handles it differently. Whether I had full-blown myocarditis or, just a really mild case, you never know. Some doctors say one thing, some doctors say another, so... But where I am now and all the tests that I've got done, I'm healthy, no foreseeable problems coming in the future, long term, nothing like that. So it's, it's as if it's never happened as of right now.
For a guy who's been out as long as you have, how long does it take before you're able to be a National Hockey League player, do you think?
As long as Kenny thinks it'll take. I'm ready whenever he says and gives me the go-ahead. Obviously, I want to be with the team as long as possible and get caught up on things. But, when, coaches and management think I'm ready, then, I'll be ready for them.
There are some logistics involved with you as a player, border crossings and such. How does that factor into things? Is that a discussion that you've had with management with Edmonton?
Yeah, obviously the quarantine and the flying is not an ideal situation right now, and those are all management decisions, and it was a management decision to bring me back, and I'm here to play hockey, so looking forward to it.
Hi, Josh. Good. Glad to see you back. Sort of just along what Titch was asking, just to be super specific, you actually feel that you could play in an NHL game tomorrow, Wednesday, right away, if they put you in?
Well, it's I know I've only skated with the team, today, but it's not like I haven't been doing things. I, am in shape, and all my test results coming back with the training staff shows that, I'm back where I was coming in for training camp. So, my cardio and everything like that is where it needs to be to play in a game. It's just a matter of getting the timing and everything down, and when management and coaches think I'm ready to play, I'll be ready to play.
And if you don't mind me asking, as you've gone through this, it's sort of been dealing with it and recovering, was there ever a moment where you feared, oh no, I might not be able to play in the NHL again? Was it ever that severe?
When I went home, I thought it was going to be a long road. Didn't know how long it was going to be, but I am very grateful to be back. And, I'm excited to be here again. So it was just one of those things that you didn't know what kind of a week by week, month by month thing. But now that I'm back, I'm ready to play.
Josh, over here, did you talk to Stalock about your myocarditis? Because he had the same thing, although his may have been a little more severe than yours.
Yeah, I never really did get the chance to talk to Al. I think what we went through was a little bit different, the severity and everything. But medically, I think that's just going to stay as a closed door for us here. And, like I said, if anybody else wants to ask questions about hockey, I'll answer them.
I want to ask you then, when a player is hurt, say in training camp, at least he sometimes gets to training camp, plays some exhibition games, then gets hurt. You're jumping in 50 games into a season when it's like trying to catch the train that's leaving the station because everybody's in such good shape. Is that your concern? You might be able to play at the pace you like to play at right away.
I don't think that coaches and management would, throw me into a game if they didn't think that I could play the way that I play. I bring certain tangibles to the team, and that's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out, I'm going to skate, I'm going to hit. So if they don't think I'm ready to do that, I don't think they'd put me in the lineup.
So when you're down south, are you watching every Oiler game on your computer?
I watched when I was at home, and I could watch. Like I said, I was at home being a husband and a dad, so I was kind of running all over the place with the kids and doing some stuff like that too. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Josh, just wanted to ask about your teammates through this situation. I think maybe there's this perception out there that, because you're one of two players that have made this decision, that it would cause issues for you with other players or something like that. What role have your teammates played in this with you, and have they been supportive, or what have you received from them?
I think from the very beginning, everybody's been very supportive. I never gave backlash to when guys were getting the shot, whatever, and nobody gave me backlash when I said I didn't. So I think everybody respects everybody here, and that's what the nice thing about being with the Oilers. We've all got each other's back.
All right, to hockey. You like to skate fast and you like to hit hard. How much are you looking forward to bringing that to this group? It's something that we hear them talking all the time that they want more of. They want to try and play that way a little bit more, and that is what everybody knows you do well. So it feels like it's fit.
Yeah, I'm hoping to come back and bring some energy, and if I get out on the penalty kill, do my thing on the penalty kill. I think that's what got me into this league, and if I can come back and help the team in that way, I'll be more than happy to do that too. But yeah, just looking forward to getting in the game, getting some bumps, and seeing where it takes us.
Josh, just one more thing on the mindset, just transitioning from player to dad, family man, back to player. I know, at least even for me, going as long as we did without playing games, it was kind of odd to then get back into a rhythm and a routine. And I'm just wondering about how you've handled that process, and you have to take a harder edge when you're all of a sudden a player again and not just a dad.
Yeah, I think when I went home, it was one of those things we didn't know how long it was going to be. So it was almost, a whole reset and a mind refresh. I took some time away and, was a dad and a husband. And then, when things started to turn around and the good news started to come, the mind switched back, and was kind of one of those things that it went full bore from there. And, I'm ready to be back, and I'm excited to be here.
Josh, over here. Nice to see you again. What did you miss the most when it came to not being able to play and spending time with family, watching a bit, trying to kind of mix it all together?
Obviously, being in front of the fans and playing, but you can never get away. And I think one of the big things was just being in the locker room with the guys. Listening to Cass in the locker room and all those guys. I mean, that's a big part of the team and a big part of everything. So just being around everybody, I think that was one of the biggest things I missed.